Hello, hello. Happy Sunday. How are you doing? Oh my gosh, what a busy weekend we've had. Unreal. I'm gonna grab my water just a second, guys, but if you're getting on here with me live, if you're catching a red live up in that corner, you're on here with me live, and I'd love it if you would type live in the comments. Let me know where you're watching from. And if you're catching me later on, it says was live up in that corner. Just type replay in the comments. Let me know where you're watching from. It's been a really dry day out there, and I managed to get out today and mow. And ever since then, oh, the wind's just been horrible, blowing dust around and whatever. And my lips have been really dry. I feel a little dried out, so I'm pushing the water. So, guys, my name's Jan. I live in Southeast Nebraska, and I love sharing our low-carb lifestyle. If you've never been on here with me before, that's what I do. That's what my husband and I do for a lifestyle, is we count net carbs in the foods and the intake that we take in every single day. And if you're curious about something like that, then I have a group on Facebook. It's called Diabetic Eats with Jan and Dave. And this is kind of the banner on it. So if you go to Facebook search bar and search Diabetic Eats with Jan and Dave, you're going to see this emblem, and you're going to know that that is the place to be. So if you would like to join that group, just search it, or you can drop group in the comments. I'll leave you a link here, and you can get over there and get joined and get all my tips and my recipes, my ideas. We have a lot of things going on for meals this week. I went shopping mostly Friday. Oh, and that reminds me, Dave, I didn't go get the stuff I needed for daycare. Doggone it. Now I'm going to have to send him to the store tomorrow. So, but I'd love to have you join us over there. If you're already in the group, are you inviting your friends and family into the group too? Because you can do that. There's an invite button in that group where you can invite people in. Let them know you're inviting them so they can accept the invite, because they don't get to stay in there unless they accept the invite. Hi, Michelle. Hey, Joe. So, ice cream. That's something that we used to eat all the time, and it was the high calorie, high carb, sweet stuff. Hello, Nancy. And it's kind of something that we miss, okay? We do the store-bought and stuff from time to time, and it's good, but we recently stumbled across something that is pretty doggone great, and we can make it at home. And there's a lot of different ways to make it, which is absolutely phenomenal, because you don't have to go buy expensive equipment. Chances are you have something right in your home already that you can make this ice cream with. So, guys, it's amazing. Actually, Dave's having ice cream. I am not. We do have a Ninja Creamy. I have made keto type ice creams in our Ninja Creamy. They're a little icy, would you say, Dave? He's not listening to me. He's engrossed in something on television. They come out a little icy, crystally. So we don't eat them a ton, which is fine too. Don't get me wrong. But I ran across this here recently, guys. Okay, and I'm sorry, I cannot turn this anymore. I used to be able to turn my camera around. If anybody out there can figure it out, nope. Nope. If anybody out there ever figures out Facebook, please let me know. I am not gonna lie. I used to be able to turn this around. Now I can't turn it so you guys can read it. But it's called Fit Creamery. Okay? Fit Sweet Ice Cream Mix. Okay? Now, there's several ways to mix this, and it comes just in chocolate and vanilla. But Dave likes both of those, and what I've been doing to get other flavors is mix in some different things. You know, you could mix in some strawberries into the vanilla. I actually have just gotten an order too. So like if you like cookies and cream or something like that, These donkeys, guys, they come from Chalk Zero. These are really good crunched up in the ice cream for like a cookies and cream. All kinds of great ways that you could spruce up just the vanilla. But what I really like about this, guys, is you don't have to have a Ninja Creamy to make this great ice cream, okay? And it comes out, this is kind of getting melty, but it comes out a real soft serve. Yummy ice cream, okay? That's how it comes out of the Ninja Creamy. I have not made it the other ways. Now, these are really cool. You do order them online. I ordered them direct from Fit Creamery. They had some really good bargains going on, some sale type things, discounts for different things. Hey, Sam. And then the ingredients on these guys are pretty doggone good too. It's concentrated whey protein, a sweetener blend of erythritol, allulose, stevia leaf extract, and some natural flavors. There's xanthan gum, sea salt, natural vanilla flavor, and more stevia extract in it. So it does contain milk, so if milk is an issue with you, this might not set with you because it's got the whey protein in it. So if you look at the net carbs though, guys, it says it has 23 total carbs. Less than 1 dietary fiber, so we're not going to subtract anything, but the sugar alcohols in this are 15. And then allulose is a sweetener in this too. So whatever's in here for allulose as a sweetener gets deducted. And it says it right here. You're not going to be able to read that. I'll read it to you. 23 total carbs. They do subtract the 1 fiber. I probably would not, but anyway. 15 sugar alcohols and 6 grams of allulose is 21. So it says less than 1 net carb. I'm going to say maybe 2 net carbs in a serving. Not too bad. And people, you know, when I first saw these, I got, man, they're expensive. But there's quite a bit in here. There's 9 servings in a bag, okay? And with the price, when you deduct everything down, it's less than $3 a serving. And that's for like a pint, a pint, ice cream pint, okay? So, really, really good. Really, really easy. Like I said, I freeze them. I make them in my Ninja Creamy. Now, they've got, the directions are right here. You scan this with your phone, and it brings up all kinds of information. I mean, you can read on this for a long time in there, but it tells you how to make it in the Ninja Creamy with, I mix ours with water and half and 3 scoops of this. And then I've been adding just a little bit more allulose because Dave wanted it just a little sweeter. Hi, Sandy. So guys, if you are getting on here with me, we're talking about keto ice cream tonight. I'd love it if you'd say hi in the comments, okay? Like I was saying, it's, I thought it was kind of expensive, but when you buy those pints of ice cream at the store, they're $4 or $5, maybe even more for one of those. These figure out about $3. So that's pretty reasonable, really reasonable. And then when Dave got the flavor of these and how they were not the crystally and sometimes, you know, whatever, he really liked them. So like I was saying, guys, there's only 90 calories in one, plus there's 16 grams of protein, guys. That is pretty good. Now, like I was saying, I mix mine with half and half and water. There was recipes in, if you scan that, you could actually mix it with water and Greek yogurt. So if you didn't want the half and half, you could do Greek yogurt. There was a lot of different ways to mix it. And like I said, I've been using our Ninja Creamy, but you don't have to have that. I haven't made it yet in the blender, and I really, really should. There was instructions on how to make it in a blender. There was instructions on how to put it in an ice cream freezer and make like homemade ice cream in an ice cream freezer. So, pretty doggone cool. I think these are great. I don't know how old this company is. I don't know anything. Now, it does give a little thing on here. If you're on Instagram, follow Fit Creamery on Instagram for recipe ideas. I have not done that at all. And then every time I notice this on the front. Save extra on your next order as a thank you for being a customer. Scan this code or visit this. So like it's going to give you a discount every time you order the way this looks. Or maybe it was just these. I don't know. But I'm thinking that is really cool. It says it right on there. Thank you. So I'm pretty impressed with these guys. It's low calorie, low net carb, low lactose, high protein, keto friendly, no sugar added, gluten free, and soy free. That is all listed right on there. How awesome is that? I mean, it's just, like I said, I found this when I was looking for some other stuff and I ran across it and I thought, I'll give it a try. And the more you buy, the cheaper they are. So, under $3 a pint is pretty great. And like I said, they are pretty amazing flavor. And it tells you in the instructions, if you want yours a little sweeter, you can add a little allulose. And like I said, I've been adding a teaspoon of allulose, something like that to a serving. Not much, but just a little bit sweeter. And, allulose is an all-natural sweetener. Great stuff. So no blood glucose reaction out of it as far as Dave's concerned. So anyway, guys, super duper loving this. It's a nice treat. We probably have ice cream maybe once or twice a week, not a ton, but we used to drive to Dairy Queen 12 miles away before we started our low carb diet or low carb lifestyle. I shouldn't call it a diet, but sometimes that comes out. So super easy, super love doing what we're doing, guys. I love sharing what I share on here just to pass things along because I know how difficult it is to feel lost and feel like, what am I going to do? I miss this so bad. What can I do? So I like sharing the ideas that we come up with. If you're diabetic, it's always a good idea to maybe eat some of it and test your blood sugars later just to see, does it affect you? Because, everything we put in our body affects everybody's body differently. So always a good idea. But like I was saying, guys, super love sharing all this stuff. I also love sharing, guys, about our products. The products that we use every single day, the products that brought us to being able to do this lifestyle, they are compatible with so many lifestyles, especially, the low carb, keto, those types of things. I love these products because they help curb the cravings that we used to have. Like I said, we used to drive for ice cream several times a week, all those kinds of things. You're welcome, Annette. But I love sharing those products too because they've absolutely changed our lives in a lot of different ways, not just the weight loss either. Balancing out the hormones, less stress in our lives. I love not having the stress headaches in the back of my head anymore because my body balanced out. So if you need information about the products we take, just drop info in the comments and I'll get back to you on that. But I'm loving these guys. If you're unsure, it's called Fit Creamery. It's a Fit Sweet ice cream mix. They have vanilla and chocolate. That's all I can find so far. But if they get a lot of business, they might do something. And guys, I don't make any money on this. I'm just sharing, okay? So I love doing that. I love bringing things to you that we find. And like I said, make sure that it fits with what you want to do with your life too. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your Sunday. I've got to finish up a few things here before we hit the hay for the night, but it's been a super busy weekend. We spent yesterday with the granddaughters watching them get ready for prom and getting to go see all their beautiful dresses with their classmates and everything like that. Absolutely wonderful day. And then today we were busy. I mowed the yard and we had the kids here doing some making some stuff to put in the freezer, and just kind of a big prep day as well as just family time. So super fun, super wonderful weekend. And like I said, I'm thankful I had this to keep me going. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your Sunday. If you need to join the group, drop group in the comments. If you need info about those great products, drop info in the comments. And smile. Pass that smile on, because you just never know who might need it. We'll chat with y'all later, guys. Bye-bye.